Let me paint you a picture. See if this sounds familiar. You wake up after a full night's sleep. You eat a healthy breakfast. But by mid-morning, you need coffee. By 2 p.m., that thick, heavy fog rolls in, and all you want to do is nap. You get home from your day, and the idea of doing anything besides collapsing on the sofa feels impossible. You did everything right, yet the energy you used to have feels like a distant memory. It's frustrating. And you've probably told yourself, well, I guess this is just what being over 40 feels like. What if I told you that's not true? What if I told you that feeling this way is common, but it is not normal? Welcome to 40+ Wellness. Today, we're going on a detective mission to uncover the silent thief robbing so many of us of our energy. And I promise, the answer is much deeper and more fascinating than you think. Stick with me. All right, our mission begins. Before we catch our real culprit, let's investigate the usual suspects. First, aging. We hit 40 or 50 and think, it's all downhill from here. But your birth certificate does not determine your energy level. Yes, our bodies change, but age isn't the reason for your fatigue. It's the condition under which the real energy thief gets to work. It's an accomplice, not the mastermind. Okay, what about sleep? This seems obvious. But many of you are getting 8 hours and still waking up tired. This is a giant clue. It tells us the problem isn't just the quantity of sleep, but your body's ability to generate energy during the day. If your engine isn't running right, it doesn't matter how long it's parked in the garage. So, sleep is often a symptom, not the cause. Finally, stress. Juggling work, family, and finances absolutely drains our batteries. But we were stressed in our 20s and still bounced back faster. It's as if something has changed that makes us less able to handle that same stress. Again, stress is a major player, but it's not our number one culprit. It's the getaway driver, not the bank robber. So, if it's not just age, sleep, or stress, what is this invisible force? Imagine your body is a high-performance car. The healthy food you eat is the premium, high-octane fuel. You should be flying down the highway, but instead, you're sputtering along.
Why?
Because it doesn't matter how good the fuel is if the fuel line is clogged. This is the secret. The number one reason you are so tired after 40 is that your body's ability to break down food and absorb its nutrients is no longer working at 100%. You are eating the energy, but you are not getting the energy. Your cells, the tiny engines in your body, are literally starving for fuel, even with a full tank. This is called suboptimal nutrient absorption, and it's the silent epidemic behind the fatigue we blame on age. So, what is clogging the fuel line? It comes down to 3 major changes inside our bodies as we move past 40. Think of your digestion as a factory with 3 main departments. For your factory to produce energy, all 3 need to be working perfectly. The first department is the receiving dock, run by stomach acid. Think of stomach acid as the tough security guard at the gate. Its job is to blast apart food, especially proteins, and kill off bad bugs. As we age, stomach acid production naturally declines. The guard gets sleepy. Food isn't broken down properly, which is why you can't access critical energy nutrients like iron, magnesium, and vitamin B12. The delivery has arrived, but the gate is locked. Once past the gatekeeper, food moves to the main factory floor, your intestines. Think of your gut as a lush garden, your microbiome. In this garden, you have trillions of beneficial bacteria, your beautiful flowers. They break down food and help pass nutrients into your bloodstream. But you also have weeds, the bad bacteria. Due to years of stress or sugar, the weeds can start to take over. They steal nutrients and create inflammation, which is like setting tiny fires all over your garden, draining your energy reserves. Finally, we have the specialized workers on the factory floor, your digestive enzymes. If stomach acid is the sledgehammer, enzymes are the tiny wrenches. They perform specific jobs, taking apart carbs, fats, and proteins. Our enzyme production also slows down with age. We have fewer workers on the assembly line. This is why foods you used to handle just fine might now cause bloating or gas. The raw materials are there, but they aren't being processed into energy. Okay, that might sound like bad news. But it's not. Because once you know what's clogging the fuel line, you can start to clear it. This isn't about a crazy diet. It's about intelligently supporting your body. Here is your 3-step plan to get your energy back. Step 1. Wake up your gatekeeper. We need to gently support our stomach acid. A simple way is to have a teaspoon of apple cider vinegar in a small glass of water about 15 minutes before your main meals. This helps prime the pump. Also, try to sip water between meals instead of chugging a huge glass with your food, which can dilute that precious acid. Step 2. Tend to your garden. We need to pull the weeds and plant more flowers. You pull weeds by reducing processed sugar. You plant flowers by eating probiotic-rich foods like plain yogurt, kefir, or sauerkraut. And crucially, give your flowers fertilizer, which is prebiotic fiber found in things like garlic, onions, and asparagus. A happy gut is an energized body. Step 3. Hire more workers. Support your enzyme production. The easiest way is to simply chew your food thoroughly until it's almost liquid. This takes a huge load off your internal workers. You can also eat more foods naturally rich in enzymes, like pineapple, papaya, and avocado. Now, you can do all those things and you will feel a difference. But there is one more thing. A master switch that can either supercharge your results or sabotage all your best efforts. A single force with direct control over your gatekeeper, your garden, and your workers. That master switch is managing your nervous system. In other words, how you handle stress. Remember how stress was the getaway driver. When your body is in fight or flight mode, your brain sends an emergency signal, danger. Shut down all non-essential activities. And what's the first system it considers non-essential? Digestion. In an instant, your brain tells your stomach to stop producing acid. It cuts off resources to your gut garden. It stops enzyme production. Stress literally flips the OFF switch on your entire digestive factory. This is why you can eat the healthiest salad in the world, but if you eat it while stressed, you might as well be eating cardboard. You won't absorb it. The ultimate key to unlocking your energy is learning to flip that switch back to rest and digest mode. This means taking just 3 deep breaths before you eat. It means sitting down to eat without distractions. It means finding 5 minutes a day to do something calming. It's about telling your body, we are safe. It's okay to digest. It's okay to receive this energy. That is the final piece of the puzzle. So, the real reason you're so tired isn't that you're broken or just getting old. It's that your body's incredible energy production system is being clogged and shut down. But now you know how to fix it. It's not about pushing harder, it's about supporting your body smarter. I am so curious to hear from you. Which of these 3 keys, the gatekeeper, the garden, or the workers, was the biggest aha moment for you? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video helped you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to 40+ Wellness.